Welcome to GTO Charts. Today we are continuing on looking at the GTO Wizard. If you haven't seen it before, it is a wonderful tool that can immensely help your poker game. We're just going to look at a specific application of it, and that is playing versus the GTO. So practicing. So rather than analysing any of your hands, we're going to play versus GTO. Let's see how we go. First thing you need to do is configure what you're going to play against, what stack depth and what game. So we're just going to do 6 max cash, 100 big blind and L50, and simple being we 3-bet or fold versus an open, and there's no limping, blind versus blind. So we confirm that. The other thing we need to say is, do we want to pick a specific spot or a variety of spots? So first up, we're just going to say we want to play in a single race pot, in position, and button versus big blind, and any board comes out. So it's as simple as that. So it's just going to replay that scenario over and over, and so we're going to start our practice. And we're on the button, and it's a single race pot, and the flop comes 10, 7, 3, 2 spades. We have king 8 offsuit, 1 spade. What should we do? Now, you can turn this on, which will give you the answer straight up, which is we don't want. That's a help thing. You can turn this on, so after each result, it will tell you whether you've made the right decision or not. If that's off, it won't tell you whether you made the right decision until after the hand is complete. So having said all that, let's play this hand and see how we go. I think range-wise, it's going to hit his range more than mine, but we have a backdoor flush, so I'm just going to bet the old third pot. And as you see, it comes up with that, saying that that's a reasonable move. It gets a tick, probably, but not the optimal move. Optimal move would have been betting a little bit larger. Won't go into why or any strategy / analysing in this. I'm just demoing this in itself and how you can play against it. You could click on here and analyse the spot. It'll take you off to the analysing part of this GTO Wizard, but let's just stay here for the moment. So we'll continue on with that. So you can see a variety of different moves would have been okay, except an all-in, which gets the exclamation mark, the what WTF you're doing, which sort of makes sense. So let's continue on and see the turn. So he folded, okay. So the bot, the wizard, however you want to call him, folded, and we get a tick mark for well played. We did not make a mistake in that hand, which is good. So let's do another one, same again. Single raise pot, ace, ace, 8, the queen, pair of queens. I'm going to check this back. That's what I feel is the right thing to do. The wizard gives me a double tick saying 50% of the time. Check it back, and almost 50% of the time you bet 1.8, so it's about third pot. Fair enough. Continue. Checks again. You'd think he doesn't have an ace, but who the hell knows what the wizard's thinking. I'm going to bet third pot, and it's GTO approved. Nice. Continue on. Now we get raised. Very interesting. I can't fold this hand, one would not think, and can't see any reason to put any more money in the pot. So call, gets the 100% GTO double tick. Nice. Continue on. Checks the river. I don't know what he's up to. I think double. The ace is the king there. I think we're just going to check it down. Supposed to do that 100% of the time. And showdown. He was, yeah, okay. Check raising. The flush draw. Okay, interesting. All right, haven't made a mistake yet, which is good. Going to play this fast now, like just and randomly, just I don't know, just how I'd play a game, not analysing it too much, and then see how we go. Okay, I've got ace high, so I'm checking back. He bets. I'm going to call. It's good. It's good. And we get an 8 on the river. I think we can squeeze in a bet here because that 8 obviously helps us a little bit. It's overpaired to the 2s. Then again, I'm going to check, and that was a began from the wizard. So my first instinct to bet would have been better, but even betting small isn't GTO approved. It's betting 12 into yeah, into 9.1. An overbet in that spot is the preferred option. I won't go into why, mainly because I'm not quite sure. We're not going to go analyze hands. Okay, so I'm not going to change it. I'm just going to go to showdown and see what happens. Okay, won the hand but made a mistake. So now if we do another one hand here, you'll just see now I have a 2 ticks there for those hands played well. This one played not GTO optimally, if that's a word. Okay, actually I'm going to jump out of this hand and go to sorry, I just don't know how I'm going to up here. I think figure a new game. That's it. Let's do something a little bit more interesting, a little more spot I don't like is 3-bet, and I'm out of position, and I am boop under the gun. Under the gun, you get 3-bet by the button, and I find that spot a bit tough sometimes. So let's have a look at that. Let's play it from there. So obviously the button's 3-bet us, and that's the flop. We've called the 3-bet, and we seem to have a fair amount of equity. I think this is a mistake there in the program. Maybe. But we'll continue on. Okay, a check raise. Prefers a check raise. Okay, interesting. But we called. It bets. I can't see it's doing anything but fold. Yes, well, okay. No wonder I suck in this spot. I'm ready to fold that hand, but I guess I have a flush draw. Let's change the move. And we'll call. %, check. Check. And somehow we won that hand. I don't know how. I get the tick mark, but I don't think I deserved it because I'm just going to refresh the screen here because this check just doesn't seem to be working as it should. It's not supposed to come up and say check. Let's start practice. Straight up it says check. Okay. Let's reconfigure it for another game. We're going to go for, I don't know, 4-bet. Maybe I configured it wrong here. 4-bet, 4-bet, 4-bet. We're in position. And under the gun versus the button again. Can we be in position? Sorry. So we were on the button now. That's right. Okay. Okay, so what's happened? We've 3-bet him. He's 4-bet us. And now he leads for quarter pot maybe, and I think we should call. We have a gut shot, and it's 100% call. Okay, good. Okay, he's bet again, a very small part of the pot. Have to be truthful here. I'm not sure what the best play would be. Let's think it through. I mean, a king's a big part of his range. If he's 4-bet us, ace king. So shoving here, hoping to get him to fold. I'm not sure that's an option, but it may be. The other thing is we have an ace, so I guess we have a blocker to his ace king. But not a blocker to the king. So the king's going to be a big part of his range. So I'm just going to call. All in was an option, apparently the best option. So let's go back and do that. He calls with a king and a better flush draw. Okay. But we could bink a 3 on the river. Interesting. Okay. All in. Wow. Okay. I think I got a call. 100% of the time you should call. Okay. Let's go to showdown. Kings. Pwned again. But we made the right play. We have a gut shot. 4-bet pot. He's led. Call. It's just deliberately giving me very tricky situations. Call. 100% of the time, just about. We hit. I am checking. Which apparently is okay. Betting was better. You know, I'm scared of ace queen, I suppose, and even an ace king beats my king jack, so let's keep going. And it's a very sticky spot on the river. You'd think he's got an ace. One would think he had an ace. And we need to fold this. Apparently it's a good move. Let's go to showdown. Ace king. Makes sense. King jack, okay. Here we go. We've got a flop on a bet. 25%. Betting even smaller was better, and checking was better. Go figure. We get raised. I'm going to ship it. And that's just completely the wrong thing to do. Okay. Let's call. Then he goes all in. I mean, you can't fold now. Feel like I'm, you know, making apparently the right decisions and getting owned. But that's fine. He folds ace king. Pocket nines. Yeah, like, you know, he's got to have a king. Could even have the ace of spades. Seeing it's a 4-bet pot. And our nines just aren't looking too hot. And he's bet half pot. Whew, okay. I'm going to fold. And that's bad, 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 according to the wizard. So I'll go back, do what the wizard told us to do. Call. He checks. Okay. Definitely checking. But a small bet would have been better. Well, that's a nice river. Got to go all in. Not too much can beat us. A flush, I guess, and a pair of kings. And yeah, no straight draw that he's going to have. Okay. Do another one. King Jack suited, 4-bet pot. He leads. I'm out of there. Tell me that's right. You have to tell me. Thank you. He had a ace 10 there. He's led. I call. Raising was an option, but calling was the preferred option. Call. All in, I was thinking, also would have been the optimal decision. He's all in. I feel like he's just doing this all the time with kings and aces. Ace king. Okay. Tough opponent. Call. Obviously a call or a all in. Question is, there's a few questions. Let's think about his range. 4-bet pot. We can't have kings, obviously. You can have ace king. Have aces. I think he's, yeah, thinking he has aces. And so the flush draw is null and void. So shove's going to scare, would it scare him? I'm going to call. All in, easy call. Show me the aces. Booyah. We pwned the wizard.
Oh, here's the fact. I'm the Wiz. I'm the Wiz and nobody beats me.
It's always good to pwn the wizard. Can't fold, can we? Wow, apparently 90% of the time you can fold. Sort of makes sense. Guess he's ace X, ace king, ace queen. But now we're in a pickle. And folding is 100% the correct option. There's his ace king. Okay, let's turn this off so we can not change anything and see if we still get the tick marks. Wow, that's a very small bet. Wow. Check it back. Check it back. Okay. Feel like he pwned me there. Call. Check. Check. Okay. Queens. Still got the tick mark, which is good. We're not making exactly optimal decisions. Got a call. We have a gut shot. And then what do you do on the turn? Can we fold? The wizard says no. I feel like I have to shove. And the wizard agrees. And he called. And we got owned, but apparently the wizard likes our play. The wizard approves. Got to be an easy fold, one would think. 100% says the wizard. Good. So I'm going to keep going till wizard doesn't think I did something right. So far it seemed to be going okay, but these ones, the first ones we did were, I changed a few of the decisions according to what the wizard told me. Bottom pair, we might call that. So degrees, have a gut shot, but I'm going to check it. And I can't see. Oh, he bet 6. So he's going to show us something like, he seems to do this when he has small pair, so, you know, like queens, jacks, stuff like that. I'm going to turn my hand into a bluff. The wizard agrees, but we lose the hand. Okay. King, jack, call. He's betting half pot. I reckon he's got an ace. Call. Get owned. Can't fold it. He's all in. The wizard agrees with my fold. Good. New hand. Alright, so we seem to be making good decisions. I feel like I need to bet this. And keep betting, I think. 50%? No, wizard hates that. And he's all in, and I'm going to call and guess get. The wizard says no. Interestingly, I won the hand, but it was a big mistake. So let's just go look at that. Mistake. You can go over here and look at your mistakes, and we get. Can I make that bigger? Not sure. Go down here. Where was it? Here? No. Flop was okay. The turn. So the turn where I bet. Interestingly, I bet. What did I bet? Half pot, and then it's either going. Seems to be liking a check or an all in. Okay. Let's have a quick look at this, and I won't pretend that I'm going to know exactly what the wizard's going to try and tell me here. Let's see if we can work out that turn spot, because so with a button that comes to us on the turn, and keeping your whole range, think about your whole range, which you can change somewhere here. I thought there was a here. Yep. What is whole range? Grouped. So grouped, I don't understand this 100%, but this pretty much tells you, when you say grouped, it tells you your range of hands, what you should have been doing. So check 20% of the time. But our actual hand, which was 10-10, 10 hearts, 10 of diamonds, to be precise. I think we need to change that to summary of hands. 10, what did I say? Hearts, diamonds. Cent. Yeah, well, we knew that. It's telling us it's an over bet most of the time, or very, very bet small. But we went for the bet medium, which I don't even think's in there. So, didn't like that. Essentially, a lot of overbetting with the range, 27%. Checking 20%. And I mean, that's the stuff you check with on the left. And it's over a bit. Anyway, I'm not going to go into this because I'm not an expert. I'm not a whiz just yet. But hope you know, you've learnt something, or seen how awesome the wizard is, and how great this practice session is. Let's do 2 more, just for fun. I'm feeling just a flat out fold. Wizard agrees. New hand. King, queen. Let's beat this wizard. Man, he makes it tough. 31. Reluctantly fold. Yeah, 100%. I'd love to get a set. No, should not have called. But now we're in trouble. Check it down. Won the hand, but wasn't the right decision. Come on. Can't hit that board. Have to fold now, one would think. Correct. Okay. I feel like flatting is the right thing. I'm just going to shove. Just for fun. He folds. It was a mistake. Flatting was obviously the better play. Call 1 street. Bink the 9 on the turn. Doesn't happen. The wizard owns me again. Okay, last hand. Okay. I bet 25% of the pot, which is a bad move apparently. And checking was another bad move. All right, so I butchered a lot of those hands. I would like to say I meant to, just for the sake of the video, but that would be lying. I'm going to ship it. He calls. We don't get to see the thing, but yeah, as you can see, it's just fantastic for practicing. And really, honing your skills in GTO. Well, we got our set. It's better third. The wizard might shove. Okay, this is it. The last hand. And 62 on the pot. What have we got? 69. We don't want him to go away. We want the wizard. I feel like we got to ship it, obviously. 100%. The wizard folds. We own the wizard. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. As I said, great program. Get it. And in this video, there's a link down the bottom for 10% discount, and also a link to GTO charts. And yeah, talk to you again soon.